I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over your son.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Trick Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
All right, greetings and good morning. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm your host. My name is Man. I know that you probably have been missing us, missing the program. For a couple of days, we had other important matters to attend to. But we are back, we're up, we are running, and we have some great shows lined up for you for the rest of the week. Starting with today when we have a fantastic chit-chat conversation with Fabian Watkins. Excelsior High School standout, legend at Constant Spring Football Club, and also the back end of his career, he played at Boys Town as well. But we're going to get into our conversation with him in a little while. But firstly, let us take time out to big up all our sponsors. First and foremost, Launch Legacy. Launch Legacy is where they handle risk and seek legacy. So for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA, visit them at launchlegacy.com or call or text them at 647-989-0782. Also want to say a big thank you to Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it most. You can call them at 876-884-7390. When you call them, let them know that you heard about them from I Am Sure Sports. And here's what will happen. You will get up to 100,000 Jamaican dollars in loan, no processing fee, same day processing at a very low 0 to 4% interest rate. Also, big up to Trick Nick, the man who uses authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all his products. They are in Canada and they ship across the entire North America. So check them out. And there's a special offer there, courtesy of their collaboration with I Am Sure Sports out there waiting on you. Also, big up to all the persons in the comment section and persons who are watching and persons who are listening. This process to be a very good one. Tell someone, that we're about to speak to Fabi, the man from Constant Spring. Yes. And we're going to hear his story about his time, his journey into football and in football. Even though he's still playing, I'm telling you, you watch this guy play Masters League, you wonder why isn't he playing in the local JPL right now? But Sometimes age catches up on us. But I'm going to hear from him. You're going to hear all the things that he has won, and the accomplishments throughout his career. So here we go. So big up everyone, big up Ryan LFC in the building. I think we're gonna have some problems, people, because I'm interviewing a man who supports Liverpool, and I see a Liverpool man in the comment section already. Maybe we need to end the interview because I don't want to hear anything about no 10-11 penalty shootout win. But big up to Fresh God and Fitzroy in the building as well. Welcome, Sir Fabi. Listen, no, we having no conversation about Liverpool. This is about.
No, eventually it'll get there. But we could start from the grassroots.
But welcome, so delighted to have you. Player that have all. I mean, when I was at Constant Spring as a junior, saw you there playing. So always, I think.
Yeah, make me sound old man. But anyway,
Yeah,
you
that
not
is true.
believe
Yeah.
that.
But you know what is funny? That I think you're one of the players, like you're a utility player because you played in almost in every position in midfield there, in defense. I have not seen you keep goal, but I've seen you play up front, not as a central striker, but in attacking position, in midfield and in defense. So that's one thing about your career, that you have played almost every position. But go ahead and talk to us. Tell us about your journey, Fabian, as we welcome you in football, starting from as early as you can remember all the way up to your high school playing days.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man. But the journey is long, but it's good, Very good. I might have a few regrets, but I'm nothing to complain over. You see what I say? Because all aspect of it was good. It started from 26 Albert Street, St. Albans Primary, you know. And as a kid, I was kind of sheltered by my mom still, so I wasn't really out there. Me just happened to just kind of buck up in a certain thing, I just say. Because during primary school, follow up track and field because my sister used to do a little bit of track and field. So anything big sister do, little brother follow. You see what I say? And it happened one day that I really don't know how me and Christopher Burnett start a conversation and football come up. In time they have like Claudius Massop Jr., Kingsley Hamilton, Kevin Edwards, and some other people, you see what I say? And I can't tell you definitely say this is how I started playing, but I started playing the St. Albans Primary. Maybe them need the numbers because I not playing centre half from primary school. That was my first position. And playing the Primary League, I've been looking for football exposure and thing. And before I realized my name in on list for the all primary squad. See? So Chris Burnett passed me on to Sakit Latimore at that time, was the all primary coach. And start from there, so play a couple of games with the all prep, And those days, you're kind of excited to play in football. So you get a football shirt, you wear it every day because you want people to know so you play football. See? So when I leave, because I usually live in Denhamtown, Rima, so to speak. Yeah. So as a little boy, I usually go over the wall and watch Carl Brown and Ali McNabb, Diego Garden, Donovan Downer, Lewis, all them people they play. See out of my house and go sneak a peek and run go back home. So the love of the game come from them time. So that's the reason why I end up a boys town, but we'll eventually get there.
You see? Right.
We'll eventually get there. So when we leave Denhamtown now, we move to Portmore. Okay? Nobody knows this little Marga youth, Time I start Excelsior the year when I come to Portmore. After all primary.
So first summer at Excelsior, you had moved to Portmore.
Yeah, moved to Portmore. Okay. Done the primary school and done the west side for them time there. Started Excelsior now, and I want to tell you, my PE day at Excelsior was on a Monday. See? So I bring some clothes to the PE. Leaving out of the school, going home after school, Gregory Harton who was the Olympic 400-meter runner.
Yes.
He played all primary with me. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So he said to me, so Fabian, you know, I come a Pepsi training. He said, what you talking about? I said, yeah, man, Pepsi team, I train, man. So come we go training, no? So being that I had my clothes in my bag already, I just turned back around. I go to Pepsi practice.
Okay, so you had carry your football boots and everything?
Because I had PE on a Monday.
Okay.
So that's the way my gears end up in my bag because the test me tell you I was a sheltered youth, you know, so my mom don't really want me to stay out too late. You know. So went to practice and then started playing. A guy in my class now named Dale Wolf. He was part of the UNN juvenile setup. So I say, yo, try out to the UNN team, no, man. I said, which part of them? I didn't even know which part UNN there. I said, come with me, man, me carry. Time the UNN usually practice at the back of Calabar High School. See? So that's where I met Alfred Henry now.
So hold on. So people are saying that you're not Fabian Watkins, you're Fabian Dawkins.
No, Dawkins is the brown dude. I'm the dark one.
I'll tell you that you're Fabian Watkins.
Yeah, I'm Watkins.
All right. There, I don't know. Even your teammates are saying that is not Watkins your name, you know. You have teammates that think you're Fabian Dawkins. You know that? I don't know.
They never come to me with that yet.
Continue the story. So just tell people, I know him. His name is Fabian Watkins. Yeah, I play with his brother Jimmy as well. WATKINS. KINS. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Right. Continue the story.
Continue. Meet Mr. Henry now at under 14, UNM juvenile. Them time there was like Leroy Smith, Nathaniel Barnes. No, not Barnes. No, Barnes of my league. Christopher Dawes. I know people think that Dawes is a countryman. You know. Dawes just go live a country. Dawes was from Fletcher's Land. You know. Me and Dawes play under 14 to UNM together.
That's Christopher Dawes?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, he played for Clarendon College. Christopher Dawes is a Calabar now.
Oh.
And get transferred to Clarendon, you know, because of Fletcher's Land Dawes come from, you know. Our family came from Fletcher's Land.
Okay.
And so after UNN juvenile, you know, there was like a transition. You leave UNN, your next step was Medieval. So Alfred did a ship way out. Freddie did a ship way out to Wagga.
Right.
So Wagga take the new cluster, the UNN player them. I will kind of evaluate from there.
How you ended up? How you ended up at UNN?
I say my brother from high school and my class, man, I use them deal with same play him I play for UNN if I want to come play some ball, I just tag along with him.
So but you're going back to Portmore?
Yeah, man, and leave that and go back to Portmore.
So your mother, we have them because you say your mother grew up sheltered.
Yeah, man. So all this time,
go ahead.
Right, yeah. My mother never knew me playing a serious football till about minor league. You know? So me usually come home late. She usually question me about it, and we usually tell her, "So listen, after school project, this, that. See? So me try to hide it as long as I can from her because my mom was a mom like this. So me tell her, say, boy, I go up that side, you and that Valley. Moon reach, you know.
Yeah.
So I said, moon reach. So me normally do put my gears in my bag, finish school, go practice, leave practice. Sometimes I practice down around 5 o'clock. Jump back on a bus, go half a tree, jump on a bus, go back to Portmore.
Okay.
See? From evening reach home late, I tell her I come from library and all of them things there. So, but luckily for me, you know, my grades at the time, they weren't great, but they weren't bad. So the eyes never fall upon me, say, I'm out of school, but me now come home straight from school to do the schoolwork because the grades is on par. You know? Just above the level. So the really eyes never upon me like that. All right, when we leave minor under 14, we end up, as I say,
at Medieval with
Wagga.
Okay.
Sometimes we go what Medieval, you know, like Nathaniel Barnes, Leisure Show Sims.
Right, that is a coach.
Oh, the coach, Leisure Show Sims. Yeah, he was playing
center.
From
Waggas, right? He was a
Yeah,
center.
man, he was playing center half and time before he was so big.
Yeah.
So the goalkeeper was Ian Weekly, the 400-meter runner come from St. Elizabeth Technical States.
Okay.
Yeah, man, Weekly is at the feed for you, and you have some JC people like Lee Rice, Lego Smith, Winthrop Rankin, Maurice Richards, and people there. So we'd have a fairly decent minor league team. I think we won the minor league knockout in 1990. See?
Okay.
So after the minor league now, that's the same year 1990. We had a semi-final game now by D&G Oval. At that time, Frank Brown was the Manning Cup coach. He was coaching.
Excelsior.
Yeah, he was coaching D&G business house team. See, so the year and after the game done, a gentleman come to me and said, "Mr. Brown, call in." I said, "Who's Mr. Brown?" I said, "The man over there, so call him." Well, I go over the team and say, "You go to Excelsior?" I say, "Yeah." I say, "You know, you need to report to training Monday morning, right?" I said, "Which training?" It's a Manning Cup training. Then I play minor league, so I'm around 15, 16. And then I look on Edley Lang, Fidel, Walter Boy. Them people are big people physically. I said, "But look at scrawny me."
Because they were like a couple years ahead of you.
Yeah, man, they were a couple years ahead of us. We always think as a youngster growing up, say the Manning Cup man, them a big man. So when them come to a 15, just a turn 16-year-old me, and I say, "Come Manning Cup training." Me look at him like, "Brother, I say, oh, me go stand up beside them big old Christopher Bailey and them man with them big tie and them big muscles and them thing there."
Yeah.
You know? But anyway, reluctantly, Monday, turn up, practice with the Manning Cup team. Start practice. Think the same day we had a practice game against Clarendon College down Clarendon. Drive, go down there and think the game finish 1-1 and come back up. Get a little 20 minutes run.
Where you play center half?
Nah, man, midfield.
Oh.
I only played midfield for Excelsior.
Okay.
No else. So when we came back to school now, the Tuesday, when school started back at me, I started training exclusively now with the Manning Cup team. Now me and the Colts coach have a big falling out because I said, "Listen, you didn't even show you can make the team there. But I just say you train every day, you don't train with me." And I said, "But this I'm like my second year in a Colts, so I'm sure I gave me here. But me just try to show I can go out over this.
Yeah.
It was a conflict between the coaches and then them finally work it out. So my practice with the Colts team the day before games. But I exclusively practice with the Manning Cup team. That was 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's was the year where we win Walker Cup. And that 90 team, they have like Glenford Holmes as the captain, Donahue Smith, Walter Boyd, Chris Bailey.
Lang?
No. Lang was ahead of you, man. You have a guy named Wayne Lowe, Kevin Aaron. Nice balanced team. Boris Johnson, Alton Cook. Yeah?
Yeah.
That team. So we actually won Walker Cup that year. And then
it's in your first year playing with the Manning Cup team, you won Walker Cup.
Yeah, won Walker Cup.
Okay.
That was my first title in a school because Pepsi Coles never win nothing.
And you're the only one from like the Pepsi and Coles team that was invited to the Manning Cup team. You're the only one Coach Brown invited at that time.
Well, that I know because as I say at minor league I play with them see me and say, "Boy, come over." When I reach over now, there was like other Coles people there. Because even though I used to play football in high school, I never really follow it up. But just go play some ball as it done because of my heart. So if there was information about football, I wouldn't know unless somebody tell me because I'm going to stay around long enough to hear because I have to get home.
Okay.
So at the finished practice, through the gate.
So your first year was 1991.
Yeah, 90 was the first year.
And that year Excelsior won the Walker Cup.
Walker Cup, yeah.
All right. You remember who you played in the Walker Cup finals that year?
Walker Cup finals. I think Arden. We don't win the game by 4-1 though. I think Arden.
So did you play in the game?
I can vaguely remember. Yeah, because we were knocked out at the Manning Cup by Camperdown in our rain game. I think we lost 2-0. Camperdown went on to the finals against Charlie Smith and lost.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we were on the Walker Cup. I think I had in the play. I win the game on 4-1 or something like that. I don't quite remember. But I think I remember the score, though. I think I win 4-1.
Okay, so Walter Boyd actually won a Walker Cup.
Yeah, man, you won a Walker Cup and the Manning Cup.
And a Manning Cup. Okay. Yeah. All right. So second season now, which would be 1991.
Second season, yeah, which is the 91 season now. That wasn't a good season for the team. For me, probably it was, because my first season I didn't score a goal. And the second season I think I scored about 3 or 4 goals. So it was a little lift for me. You know, we playing in a place like also in a park and score a goal, I hear the crowd, and it was just a different feeling. So it was kind of good at that time. But the team itself, 91, we didn't do well. Well. 92 now was a better year. I think we went to the semifinals in 92.
So you're at this time you're around 15, 16, where you been called up to any of the Jamaica like juvenile, like under 17 team at this time?
I got selected to under 18 or under 16 team that time. They were practicing in GC Foster. I went to one practice and didn't go back. I think Mr. Alleman was the coach at that time. I went to one practice and didn't go back. And that's how I found out that Mr. Alleman used to attend Excelsior. Because he turned up at the school and give me a tongue lashing, you know?
Yeah.
But they get called for the national team and you turn the door, come back on a training. But as I say, just love the game, but wasn't like in tune to the game.
Okay. So 1991, 91, 92 season, you didn't do so well, but the 92, 93 season, how did that go?
93 now, we actually retain about 11, 12 players from the 92 team. And most of them was like transitioning into the Manning Cup team now. So that team now had a goalkeeper was like Kevin Gray, Ricardo Russell, Ricardo Spike, Atali Soman, Desrick Lee, Kyan Reid, Kevin Hurd, Kevin Murray, Ryan Reid, Dwayne Robinson, Calvin Spence. That was basically the nucleus of the team. Marlon King, Alex Alexander. See, so we had a team that was like ready for the Manning Cup, because 92 was like we started. Now 93 now we were like ready to make something. But the 93 season was the season we had Andre Virtue and in JC team, and we had Andy Williams and in George's team.
It's a bad season.
Yeah, so we kind of look at it and them say, but funny enough, we played George's in a practice game that season down at George's, beat them 2-0. So we weren't really worried about George's that much. JC was the team we feared, because JC was a physically big team with Donald Stewart and in friends them from up the road.
Yeah.
And my team was physical, some like a small man like myself, you see what I say? So we just kind of fear JC and them power. But the football aspect of it, we never worry about it. But I said, the man are big and strong, the man are physically bigger than us. But the Georges team, we never really have a fear of them, as we tell you, because we played in our practice match before and we beat them. So we say, we beat them already, we can beat them again.
Yeah.
In the semi-final round, we draw both of them.
Oh, so you got Georges and
Georges, JC and Arden.
Whoa.
See?
Yeah.
So,
and who came out of that zone? Georges and JC?
Georges, JC, Arden. At that time, the winner of the semi-final round went to the finals.
Oh.
Yeah, Excelsior didn't drop a point. JC 1-0.
Yeah.
Georges 2-0. Arden 2-0. Didn't drop a point. So we went to the finals and we played Wolmer's. Puppy dog now. Game Pro. See? All of this was before my friend, we call him now, the goal scoring partner, O'Neil McDonald, knocked me out in the Walker Cup same year, score 2 past my goalkeeper.
Oh, for Katie.
For KT, yeah, Chippy knocked me out in the Walker Cup.
With Kevin Leamy?
I don't think Leamy played, but I remember Chippy because he scored both goals.
So you got knocked out of Walker Cup by
KT.
With Chippy.
Yeah, man. Chippy scored both goals, beat me 2-0.
Yeah, and then you played Puppy Dog and his Wolmer's team
was trailing 1-0 till about like 15 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that was like the first and last sudden death extra time game played. I might be wrong still. But we were the first team to play a sudden death extra time game because I scored in the finals. I came 1-1. Then we went to extra time, which was sudden death. Ryan Reid score, game done. Just like that. Wilma didn't get a chance to try and come back.
Oh, so you was that because all right. So in 1993 was when Excelsior won the title. You were the captain. You were the captain.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa.
So when we scored the winner, the game just done like that. All me was surprised because I said, no, we're not spot back the ball and start again. Referee said, no, game done.
Right. You have a break right there, so because we have many comments coming in, so let me give you some of them and then you can thanks to everyone who have joined the chat. First, big up Ricardo Baggio with the super sticker, the $5 super sticker. Appreciate the support. All right. Ryan LSC, I'm a goalkeeper. You know Ryan he's a keeper at Boys Town.
Ryan.
I think he was there when you were there, you know. I think so because they call him Rima, man. Went to Excelsior as well. But
yeah. Everybody.
All right, so he says up top, brother. Yeah, man. So let me get this. Carlton Claggy Alexander said, bless up, man, in his man. Respect, Mr. Watkins. All right. Dell seemed to be Dell 100 is says a luck win against JC 1994, but we don't get to 1994 yet.
No, man, 1994, I'm working, man. Stop playing. Stop Levi school.
Oh, he's talking 1993.
93 probably. Yeah.
93 because 93 was when you beat JC.
Yeah. Beat the one in the stadium. My goal and he scored also in that game.
You score. You killed Virtue and Donald Stewart.
Yep.
Donald Stewart.
Yeah, man. Donald Stewart, foul, man. One love. Score the goal in the end to the sea.
The man says
nice lucky.
What? JC?
Yeah. Them can't say that.
Braxton, Eric Addison Springman. Say, who that to? I don't know what the rest of it is. Good morning, boss. Bless up. Watkins.
Respect Braxton. He's the only man that Jamaica call me Watkins. No matter how much I try to correct him.
All right. And then we have that Ricardo said, good baller. And saying, you understand me. Then Patrick Reed in the building says, big up Fabian Watkins, the man with the biggest foot. Bless up my brother, teammate, enough love. All right. Aldi and Blacker Bailey, a man who played a lot of games.
Yeah, man. 4 games, man, from the arena, man.
Yeah.
Big up
bless up. Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, and then Ricardo say he remember the golden goal vividly. Yeah. You say remember the golden goal that he scored. Yeah. And then Del wanted to say St. Albion's family fabulous.
Albans.
Yeah.
Albans. Yeah, man. Primary school that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, the JC man say, yeah, it was a hot loss. All right. So 1993 was your final year.
Yeah, man, the year with the knapsack bag.
Yeah, and so that year you won having won the Walker Cup a few years before, you won the Manning Cup this time. You got knocked out of the Walker Cup by
KT.
Right. Did they still have at that time the Olivier the Olivia
Yeah,
Shield.
man, that was the first year Excelsior even have a piece of that. My team was the first team to bring a piece of the Alba Shield from Excelsior. We shared it with Anthony Fogarty and Rossies.
With Fogarty and Socrates Christie,
Yep.
Ian's Red Car,
Alme
Loxley
McFarlane.
Reed.
No, I'm not sure about Loxley Reed, but remember Alme McFarlane and
Wasn't Loxley Reed the goalkeeper? Yeah, man.
probably.
With Fogarty, Loxley Reed was the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
And Ian's Red
remember,
Car.
there was about 4 or 5 Fogartys, so you have to be careful. There was a group of them, a group of brothers.
Yeah, man. This
I think
Rossi.
Anthony was the one
Yeah,
that
man.
played
The
with
far
me.
with Socrates, Christian, Ian's Red Car, man. That was a team.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it was actually shared, meaning both.
Yeah, we beat them 1-0 at Kingston, and then beat us 1-0 down at Nature Farm Village.
Oh, and the big field down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the coach? Was it still Frank Brown that was the coach?
Yeah, man. Frank Brown coached me right through Manning Cup here.
Okay.
I know, funny enough, said that year, I think they said that was the first year the winning Manning Cup coach didn't coach the All Manning team, nor did the winning Manning Cup captain the All Manning team.
Oh, so who was the captain of the All Manning team and who was the coach?
Hugh McCarthy was the coach from Arden and Virtue was the captain. They said something about Virtue was leading the under-20 team to a tournament and they wanted to see. That was the story I got. See how he led the team and all of that. But I don't know why they changed from tradition that year.
Oh,
I don't want to get into specifics or say who said or who did what, but it just never happened. My coach didn't coach the team. I didn't captain the team. But I played though.
Did you played in the All Manning? Did you make the Jamaica under 20 team?
No, I was like going to be. I was too old, listen. I born September, so that gives me an extra year in high school. But based on they said if I had born before September 1st, then I could have played. So I didn't.
Okay.
That was it, and that All Manning year was the year when the Brazilian team and the Argentine team they came here.
And you played in those games. You remember some of your teammates in the All Manning team?
Yeah, man. That year we have Andy, Virtue, Donald Stewart, Steve Green, Eugene Barnes. I think no, Kevin Wilson. No, never that year. Quite a few. Edzo Scott, Julian McLeish, those guys.
So Christopher Dawes wasn't on. Oh no, that's
he had gone to Clarendon, so he would have been part of the
Costa team. Okay.
He started at Calabar, as I said earlier, but he left.
Chippy didn't make it?
Yeah, Chippy was a part of that team. I don't remember if probably Popular was a part of it. I'm not clearly remembering, but I remember Spike from Excelsior and Ryan Reed was at Excelsior was a part of that team. I remember Chippy and a guy from KT, they call him Murdoch. I don't remember him right name. Andy, Virtue, a couple other people. It's been so long, nearly 30 years now, so my memory kind of harsh.
Okay. What about the Arden team? Because if the Arden coach was a coach, you probably had an Arden player on it. Who were the standout players at Arden?
Can't remember. I think they said he was the coach because he was appointed coach of the under-20 team. So it's not really he chose any player. I think Kurt Martin from Norman Manley was a part of that team also.
Okay, all right. So let me give you a couple more comments. This is Ultimate Freddie Butler. Big up and thanks for the super stick and the support as well. Yeah, man. Then Mr. Burnbridge, Longdon, JCTC, Big Coach, Danny Neville Lynn, and yourself. M10, you need to ask Mr. Burnbridge, Mr. Long, Dundee, Neville Bell, JCTC, Big Coach. All of them, Danny and Neville Lynn, and yourself. Braxton Irie. Yeah, man. Ultimate Freddie Butler says, bless up yourself, Fabian. You know, Sean Grant says, Big 12, big up, sir. That's what they call you.
Shank, yeah, me not understand. Me no know. Me just accept what them call there. Man. I like it or derogatory. I accept it. Big up, Sean.
How tall are you? Oh, tell the people your height. How tall are you, baby?
5'8".
5. No, man. I'm taller than you and I'm 5'8". You can't be 5'8".
No, that 5'8", man.
No, man. You're 5'7", man. Anybody know you? Sean, tell the man he's 5'7". So the man
That
is 5'7".
5'8", man.
The man is 5'7". And when I'm at Constant Spring, them time, the me that the man wears size 13.
Nah, man. Hear the joke about the foot thing. So when I was a youngster, I used to love wear my father's shoes. Them. I'm 4. When me in a 10, when me in a 5th form, I wear size 10. You know. I was a short man. So that's why my foot look big.
Yeah.
So that was the myth behind the big foot thing. But I'm not like that.
You don't wear size, you know, you wear size 13 at Spring.
Nah.
All right.
I might put on a size 13 shoe, but just for the fun of it.
All right.
But anyway.
Yeah,
but
well, let me get a couple more. This one says it wasn't Argentina, miss. It was Brazil and an Italian team.
Yeah, Italian. That's what I said, Italian.
Yeah. And then Peso says, big up Fabian Watkins, Constant Spring, number 7. Enough good games versus Reno at Frome. Good baller. And then Ricardo Badger says, O'Neal Riley was a player from Arden who was on the team at that time. But you said it was Kirk Martin.
No, man. Kirk Martin came from Norman Manley. May I try remember Arden. No.
He said
Riley
it was
before
O'Neal
me.
Riley.
No, Riley would have been before me.
Oh.
I remember Riley and them had beaten Tivoli in the finals, I think a year or two before.
Okay. All right. So continue now. So now you played in the All-Manning game. You were too old for the under 20. Never got called for under 23, or there was no under 20.
Well, we're going to get there, so right now. All right. While at Excelsior, Corner League and them thing, let me tell you, sheltered kids, so I don't really play them thing. I met Lincoln Taff was living in Mesquite, in Cumberland. See, them time I didn't really know him, you know. But the guys, the elder man them in the scheme kind of know me as a local baller because I usually play with them on a Sunday evening around the corner. So when the scheme decided to enter a team in the Portmore Corner League, I usually play right there in Independence City right there. So some of the elders come to me and I say, yo, come play for Cumberland in the thing, man. And I said, that's one of them football in a big man come kick me up, you know. My mother come beat me, you know. I said, nah, man, come, man, because I go over there, man, so nobody can do nothing, man. So come in, man, so I go over there. So meet the people, you know. So I meet Lincoln. Lincoln will play for Cumberland. See? And them time Lincoln will play for Constant Spring. The man Dean. Dean now that team in the same league from Passage Fort where Dean came from. You know? So that's how we actually met them. So Lincoln said, boy, come on Constant Spring, man. So I actually started practicing with Spring before the 93 season. Go up there, do a couple sessions with them, you know. And then I met the general himself, you know. Mr. Danny Lynn, you know. So while up there, while there in our session one day, some people in the stands say, look at you the body now, look at schoolboy and then go school, you know. Lo and behold, the game just stopped. The boss hear them attack. So they called me for the field. Come here. Come on. They say, you go to school? And I said, yeah, man. So which school you go? Say Excelsior. So I say, you go in school. And this was like about maybe August, you know. So I say, so now September school starts. And I say, yeah. So I say, you going to play Manning Cup? And I say, yeah, man. So I say, so why are you here if you have Manning Cup practice? And I said, nah, man, I'm playing Manning Cup already, man. And I'm here captain of the team, man. So when time I'm ready, man, I just go on a training. Man said, come here. Just take a little bag. See? I'm going on a Manning Cup practice and prepare yourself for school in September. When Manning Cup finish and you're ready to come back, we'll always accept you back. And that was the last practice during that summer. So when Manning Cup finished now, after being in class, you get a call, said somebody in the schoolyard to me. And I went downstairs now. It was Mr. Charles Edwards.
Ah.
Yeah. Came to me now with some documentation. I've sit me down in my car, I him reason and do some paperwork and start. And it's like I got registered like the week after the Oliver Shield. And I played the following week. First game against Hazard down at Alcoa.
That was Premier League.
Yep, 1993.
1993.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This was a big run for Constant Spring in the Premier League. Was it 93?
No, Constant Spring actually started the Premier League that season.
Right. Yeah.
They won the playoffs and then them started the 93 season, the first season.
So this time though you played against. This time you played against Chris Dawes though.
No, that was Galaxy. That was a Galaxy, remember?
Galaxy.
That was Hazard. Yeah, get Hazard down at Alcoa. That was my first game.
Okay.
Second game was my second game was against I think a Galaxy down at Clarendon again.
At Woodside.
The Galaxy had I think Marco Pratt, Lon Davis, and them guys playing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that was like the venture into big man football.
Because you're around 18, 19 at this time.
Just turned, yeah. And I said, all right, okay, see how far this can
go. You walk out, you basically finish Manning Cup and walk into the Constant Spring starting 11.
2 weeks from the Manning Cup, the Oliver Shield finals, I played my first game for Constant Spring.
Starting?
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't really know this bench thing feel. I'm going in national
you don't know people. One of the people. Yeah, the man just said him don't know the bench thing feel. But do my research, watch this now. When you tell me about this then, people, him bring it up, say him this bench business, people. I'm gonna show you something right now. All right?
Don't show the picture there.
It was don't show the picture. Which picture?
Don't show the picture.
Remember the man said him don't know about the bench thing,
I will put the picture of me and Freddie and Black sitting up on the bench.
Me not tell you which picture. Me want you tell me which picture. What are you tell? You tell the people.
Start the bench thing when I'm going to the national team.
No, you tell the people them which picture that now. I want to
face. Start the bench thing when I'm in the national team. But that me I tell you, man.
What your face on that picture? Talk to the people there.
You know that game bad man. I used to that feeling there. So Freddie still on the side. Ask Freddie. Freddie, I give me enough joke. I'm not laughing. Because I'm vexed.
Yeah. Well, so that is you. That is Aaron Lawrence, Walter Boyd,
Ultimate Butler, and myself.
And this was This was the first time you got called up.
During my first because you get called this week and then. You go inside, practice, come back out, they go in again,
Okay. You remember when was this and what game it was?
I think that was a Costa Rica game in the stadium. Yeah, I think it was a Costa Rica. Some game against Costa Rica.
Okay.
It probably could be the game against Norway that Solskjaer and Kevin Wilson scored in 1-1, the 1-1 game. Probably that game.
Okay. But did it eventually go on? Or when René Simon see your face, him say no, sir?
Look at the man look for me, so the better they look for me, so man.
Hey, I want to say thanks to my sources, because we can't really reveal my sources, but thanks to my sources, yeah. That's
why you find a local picture of me for the bench now?
Don't worry yourself, we can find a local picture with you there for the bench, and then you have to explain that. All right. Can find maybe a boy stone picture, I don't know. But
probably, yeah.
All right, so be careful now what you ask, because you're very good. Yeah. But yeah, man, so your first season that you came out of Manning Cup into the Constant Spring side in 1993. Tell us about your Constant Spring journey now.
All right. First season, I think we did well for ourselves. As I said, we did just come in the Premier League. That was spring first season, 93 season, 93, 94. So we basically get a taste of the competition, see what it's like. Win a couple games, had a couple good showings, but nothing for write home about. You know what I'm saying? I think I also scored my first goal that season. I think against Taros. Yeah, I think against Taros in the stadium. I scored my first goal. But that season was like, as I said, nothing to write home about. Now the 94, 95 season, I think that was the season when we went to the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the season we went to the finals and start to get a good account of ourselves. We have they call it now, the calls of all calls. You know? Yeah, the Clayton Solomon call that up to this day we still are trying to figure out how or where or why or what. But a part of history now, you know. But just point and notice that Mr. Solomon never did another referee another game after that. I think he resigned or something like that, but he never really did another he never did
after that constant spring game in the stadium.
In the stadium. But I heard that well, I've never seen him officiate another game after that. I don't know if him officiate in a local league around the corner, but no official game.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that happened.
But I stand corrected though, but I've never seen him in the middle of another game.
So what really happened for the people who are young and don't remember? Because Reno, how the game in the stadium finished? Because I know Hector Linton.
The game in the stadium finished 1-1.
Right.
And we lost the second leg 1-0 down at Jerk Park.
So the
disallowed goal was between Lincoln Tough and Trevor Lamb.
Trevor Lamb, right. So if you had gotten that disallowed goal,
would have been 2-0 up.
You'd have been 2-0 up. Okay. Yeah. And then Hector Linton would not have scored the equalizer because the play
would have scored, but yeah, would have been leading.
Okay. Yeah? By 2-0.
Yeah. Because the whole scenario of play was, I don't remember quite clearly who passed to who, but I know Lamb and Taff was the two person involved. The keeper advanced, defensive instincts went back to the line to block it. The player with the ball dribbled around the goalkeeper to the byline, passed the ball back inside, and the one of them slotted in the net.
And the
line, it was called to be offside.
But okay, so was it the linesman who saw offside?
I'm not sure, but somewhat I think the referee called the offside.
Okay.
Yeah, because the keeper advanced as was left out of position by the byline. We're not talking now the throw line, we're talking about the goal line.
Yeah.
And the ball was reversed in the box.
Yeah.
Player slotted to the net.
Tell us some of what I wanted to do, because we want to go into some of your sojourn with the team in the national team, but because the constant spring days in the Premier League were probably your best days are your football, I believe. I don't know if you think otherwise, but so tell us some of the players that you enjoyed playing against, and some of your teammates that really you think they helped to, make a game evolve.
When I just got in the team as a kid, a youngster, they say, we can't stop mentioning me, Lincoln Tough. Trust me. That brethren basically guide me through. Like a big brother. See? Funny enough, Dean Sewell, older brother Carl, was the guy who actually took me on them wings. Try to keep me in time, show me the ups and the downs, the rights and the wrongs. See me say? So he's actually now the godfather for my daughter, because we grew up, so we have such a bond together as brethren. Really part brethren, like a brotherly thing. See me say? So me actually, Dean, Lincoln, Martin Batts was a big influence at the time. The elder, the Lins, Sir Neville and Danny had a whole heap of playing in my development as a football and as a person. See, Charles Edwards, same way. And as the year goes by, the players then change. So you better we meet up like now with Brenton Smith, Trevor Lamb, Garfield Brown, who are actually new from Medieval.
Okay.
Yeah, so those guys were part of Constant Spring. The same Braxton right there, all them people there. Me as the youngster, the mischievous youngster, them try to guide me in the best way them can and make sure they're listening. But you see, as a kid, I was one of them that were, you say if I'm going to get into trouble, it's going to be on me. It's not going to be said because it's man in man, no follower. So that was just me. That's how me approach everything. See? So even when I play, I don't want it to be said that that player made the mistake or that. No. I would have tried anything to win. To win. See? When we played against Reno, can't forget it. Easton Smith.
Fuma. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fuma, older than me, had little status at the time, and I decided to listen to him. This is the man of me I will try to contain for the day. Yeah, man. And me and Fuma had a running battle. I don't know if him know it, but I had a running battle against him. When we went to Reno, I beat them like 3-0 in a game before, leading up to the finals.
Yeah.
Down at Reno, I said, no, man, this youth, he have too much energy, man. I have to slow him down. So I always want to pick on Fuma right through. And that was always been my thing in the games. If you're a good player and you will cause my team to in trouble, I'm going to try to go up against you. See? I did it to so many players. Some people like me never like them, but I just mean that. I just like the challenge.
Who were some of those players?
When it was Harborview, it was Jeremy and you. When I play Waterhouse, it was English Lane. Couldn't deal with Dirty Man. Dirty Man too outside, but mischievous. Dirty Man like me, so I couldn't pick one Dirty Man. So it was like English or Lane. You see, you go you name the teams then. You go around the country, you go play Tivoli, everybody. Everybody. You go Violet Kickers, pick pan Milton Griffiths. Me just always have a player who make pick pan for that day to try to get him off of the game because knowing at the back of my mind say if them player get off, we are going to spring again a problem. See? So I always try to get in at them player the head. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was my challenge. People say me that me do this and me step on them, but it was all just the game. Me even do it to Anthony Curtis, my little brother from Excelsior.
Yeah.
Tivoli and Curtis get wicked and me have to just start pinch him up and step up on him two and them thing there. And him. One running battle on the field with me and him. Right, I have a picture with the man that tear off the whole of my shirt.
Yeah. TF4 Bennett says, blessings to you, Fabulous, real legend. Never
big
stop.
Yeah,
man. And then
Garfield, so it was always like that,
Yeah, man. Garfield Pearson says the call was because the keeper was not the last line of defense, similar to a goal that Arsenal scored and was called back. When the keeper advanced, you need two players to play you on side. Right? So I don't know if he's maybe Garfield is a
Garfield said, no matter when tell me, me get robbing. You can't tell me nothing. Did I buy that?
Ryan Rima man says, I'm still waiting on my $500 from that Excelsior versus JC game at Constant Spring. I don't know if you bet him that I don't know, but there was some sort of
I think he missed one penalty or something like that. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Invite the bluff. One time I see him. I've seen him since.
Yeah, man.
All right. You see, I can't remember what year I got called for the national team. But I actually played a senior game before I played an under-23 game.
Oh.
Because during the Olympic qualifying,
your first game for Jamaica that you remember was like the first time Zambia.
Yeah,
that's the George Weah game.
No, I didn't play that game. I was on the bench for that game, didn't play.
Okay, but the Zambia game.
Zambia game was when I actually first went on the field to play in Zambia.
Okay. What was that like? Do you remember? I mean, it was a friendly game, of course. So
Yeah, man, because we beat them out here before, and we went there to do a return game, return friendly.
okay, you won
Yeah,
that
man,
game.
trust me, very good, very good environment, friendly environment. There was no hostility amongst us. They were actually glad to see us. I think it was that tour we get the name Reggae Boys from. From that game, the name Reggae Boys started to develop from that time.
Okay.
The Zambia game.
What year was this?
I think that was about 95 or 96, somewhere around that time.
Okay. Okay.
So that was actually my first game. I played some practice game before that, but that was like my first real game.
Okay. Okay. And Simoes was the coach, right?
Yeah, man. Simoes was the coach.
So this time you're playing for the senior team, but you had not played for the under 23 yet.
No, but I was called and I did some practice things with them, but I didn't really play a game.
Oh, see,
because while the Olympic qualifying was on in the stadium, we was winning 5 and 6, and that year I wasn't a member of that. I wasn't called yet. I called after that round was finished.
Okay, okay.
I got called after that round was finished.
So did you actually play under 23?
Yeah, man, I played under 23. I played Olympic qualifying in Edmonton.
Oh, you were with Andy Williams was the captain?
Fabian Davis was the captain, but he got injured after the first game.
Okay.
I replaced him as right back.
Oh, so do you were a midfielder in the national program? You played right back?
I played I think it's one game I ever played midfield for the national team. I play right back every time. The first time I was called as a midfielder. Went to Zambia. I think it was the same Fabian Simons was replacing. Somebody was playing right back and Fabian looked and said, I wanted to go and play right back. I said, coach, I'm ready, Come on and play.
Yeah.
So I never turned on the offer to play. So I went on, did my little thing, and from that day, every time a national squad was called, my name in the defender section.
Whoa. So even in the under 23, I want you to tell us about that under 23 tournament.
We went to
TF4 Bennett saying that it was 1995.
Yeah, see?
Because he said
that than me. My better memory than me.
Yeah, he said Walter Boyd scored 2 in the first leg at the stadium.
Yeah, and we played the return leg over there in Zambia.
Yeah.
All right. We went we went to Brazil first.
Hold on a sec. Somebody asking, just joining the live, what year you played high school? Did you play with Ifidel Hamilton? Were you on that team that lost to Stat 6-2 in the Manning Cup final?
6-1, no, that was 87. I started Excelsior that year.
Okay. Yeah, man. All right, so go ahead now and talk to us.
Yeah, man, we went to Brazil. Edmonton. I think that was the second tour. No, before we get to Edmonton, we went to Brazil. That was the second tour. And to prepare ourselves we're preparing for, I think, the Shell and the Olympic qualifying that year. So when we came back from Brazil, now we went to Edmonton to play the Olympic qualifying. That year, and that team was Laxi Reid, Julian McLeish, Alden Bailey, Boris Johnson, Donald Stewart, Marconi Steele, Roger Thomas, Gregory Messam, Fabian Davis, Fabian Watkins, Ian Belfort, Andy Williams, Onandi Lowe, Roger Thomas. That was basically the nucleus of that team. After the first game, I think Fabian pulled him hamstring. I replaced him at wing back and finished that tournament. I think we finished the first 2 qualified. I think we finished like 3rd. Yeah, to a Mexico team who had Cuauhtemoc Blanco and some other players in that team. Costa Rica team had Paulo One Chop and a couple other people.
Oh, so Blocker remind you that Garth Peterson.
Yeah, Peter Kid, Flower.
Flow.
Yeah, man, Flower. God, Peter Kid. Yeah, man. So that tournament, they kind of tough because, especially for me, see, because that was my first time going to anywhere above 50 degrees. You know? And Edmonton was bitterly cold. See? So
Below
it take a while.
below 50.
Yeah, because I was always 90 degrees in the shade.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So it was a culture shock to me, if you go in a place where have that type of weather and trying to adjust.
Okay.
See? We play a couple warm-up games before to get acclimatized, but trust me, it never had to take a couple warm-up games to get me acclimatized.
How did the games go though? Who you played against?
We lost the first game to Canada. I think we lost 3-0 to the Canada team. And I think I can't remember how the other results went. I think Mexico beat us 2-1. Mexico eventually topped the group. With I think is Costa Rica was second. I'm not quite sure who was third, but I think the Jamaica team finished somewhere like fourth. Trinidad was also there in that
group.
I think it was a 16
group
thing. Yeah, I think Trinidad was also there. I know we beat the Trinidad team. I think we beat the El Salvador team. And we lost to the Canada team, we lost to the Costa Rica team, and we lost to the Mexican team. Because I tell you, it was a shock for me because I watch my TV and see blank up on my TV and the man turn up in the stadium and play against me. Say, no, this kind of funny,
Yeah, Blacker Billy saying that you beat El Salvador 2-1.
Yeah, Alain was a part of the team. I say I can't remember the scores then, but remember the game we win. We know beat the Trinidad team. We won 2 games.
Yeah.
Out of the 5.
What are some of the highlights you'd say of your career? I mean, we don't even get to your Boy Stone days, like some of the things.
No, that long after, man. We get all right. Highlight of my career. Bringing the Oliver Shield to Excelsior for the first time. That was one. Winning the Manning Cup team with a group of youth, what we call a band of brothers. Because even now, we still correspond. We have a group
you said that Gregory Harton invited you to training. Was he in the Manning Cup team or he had stopped playing by that time?
No, man. That was the Pepsi team, But I tell you, me and Gregory play all primary together,
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I was actually going home. I must say, Fabian, you're not going to Pepsi training.
No, man,
I
wanted to find out if he continued playing football.
No, I think he played a bit of under 16. He played Colts like 1 season and then he stopped playing cricket.
Okay.
And then he leave cricket now, he took up the track full time.
Okay. Yeah, so you said that highlights were bringing the Walker Cup to Excelsior for the first time. No, bringing the
Oliver Shield. My group was the first group that brought the Oliver Shield to the Excelsior.
Okay.
See? Physically playing, winning, and scoring in the Manning Cup finals. See, that was a part of the highlights. Good. Now, when we come over in the Premier League, I tell you something, I don't really play much football on the sides, We play Ken Matters under 14, D&G minor league, schoolboy football, Premier League. The football them on the side, like the corner league and them thing there. I wasn't a fan of them. See?
And business also, you're not really a fan of those things.
No. I'll play them if I'm in the mood or something to play them, but them not really. Can we play some business house for some other people, which we eventually might get to that too. But Constant Spring now, we went to the Premier League finals. And I want to tell you, up to today, even though we lost the game 1-0 down our Gerrard Park, me still sees as the best football game I personally have played in my whole career.
Yeah, Michael Jim Dandy Graham.
Yeah, man. I think that's the best football game me personally played in my whole career. The finals down Gerrard Park.
Yeah.
And then we got relegated 2099. And that year, they formed the A-League. And said there will be no more playoffs. The two finalists in the A-League will come right back up to the Premier League. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, the trauma of being relegated is real. It's real. Days, I couldn't eat, sleep, talk. I just lock on myself. See? No, that time now, we had like some of the change in the guards at Constantine now. We have the Richard Henry start coming in, we start the Greg Gardner, them start coming in. Them people, some younger blood, Dino Williams. I remember if Marlon Bennett was in at that time, but they were in and around Armstrong, them people, they were in and around the setup. But they were like integral in the setup, but they were in and around.
No, Kibaki Holloway was there at one point.
And Kibaki Holloway was there one time. Even Ryan Nelson was at
Ryan Nelson, right? Because they were part of my group, and Dino was in the under 20 as well.
Yeah. So I kind of make a decision. For me, I said, listen, get relegated with this club, you know. Me at least owe it to them to try bring them back up. See? So I talk with a couple of players, tell them what me plan for do. Because I know not people never want to play, you know, like myself. Because when I left high school, I flat out tell myself, I'm not playing no major league, you know. I'm playing the top league. Premier League, I want to play, I'm not playing the major league. So when they get relegated, you know, some of the man them are going to leave because they want to play Premier League.
Yeah.
You tell a couple of them how me feel and what me do. So when the campaign start back now, the A-League campaign start kind of rocky first because you have that the trouble team was because we and Hazard get relegated. But there was a team from Spanish Town.
Central
Links.
Yeah.
We have a group of young players. What coach name? Taylor? Yeah. Him and same crew. Santino, Simpson, and them you guys. They had a solid team. Solid team.
Yeah.
I said, no, I think this was going to be easy, you know. Being a Premier League team, get relegated, we just walk right back up. Then running them man, you know, give we a real hard time. See? But we prevailed. We won the A-League. Beat Hazard in a two-way final, something like 8-3, 4-2, and 4-1. You know? And then we actually won the Jackie Bell that year also. Beat Tivoli in the finals.
As an A-League team?
Yeah. About no joke. Around 60 minutes of that 90 minutes. And not what half we are playing. Can't come out.
Because that Tivoli team are Jeremy and Johnson.
Andrew Chisholm.
Christopher Nicholas.
All of them. Exo Scott, all of them. For about 60 minutes in the stadium, and one half the footballer playing. Man at the post about 3 times, we kick about 4 off of the line, man put them body upon the line, right through. And with about 25 minutes to go, 20-25 minutes to go, we get a corner. And I don't know who delivered the ball, but I run through the box, and when I realized the ball, they're my foot in. And I kick it into the goal, and I wish the game had done right.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't take no more pressure. Tivoli come at us with everything, you know, man. Yeah. Everything, you know. We'll end up in one love. But we have some standout because Richie, trust me, Lincoln.
Oh, yeah, Richie was playing midfield.
Yeah, man. Richie and Lincoln and myself, Bridget, we had a midfield war, Bridget. And we stand up, eventually prevail one love. Kirk Williams, now goal was like, the man them kick the ball and the ball is lick. Anywhere then the goal, the ball is lick it. We make some save, but some of them lick it. Some of them just lick it. And they go and across the line.
Yeah.
See? And then we come back up now. And we just hanging here and there around, you know, hanging around the league. I think we wanna win No, I don't think we win anything. Can't win anything after that while I was playing. No.
Yeah.
But we had some good showings, you know. We give some good account of ourselves and the seasons then go by. But all this time, I tell myself, so, as soon as Boys Town come back at Premier League, I have to give them at least one season before I start playing. See, knowing the roots of where I come
Yeah.
from, and as I say,
All,
Errol
all,
Lewis.
all of you leave Constant Spring, man. You Musclehead,
No, you see, no,
Jimmy,
I left them there.
Benji.
No. I left them there.
Yeah.
I got to Boys Town
Oh yeah.
while
Sorry.
Constant Spring was still
Sorry.
in the Premier League. You know?
Sorry, yeah, man. Sorry. Patrick reminded us that Kirk Williams' name was Old Harbour. That's what we used
Yeah,
to call
man.
the goalkeeper, Old Harbour. And then Elvis Hart from Village goalkeeper. Big up.
Yeah.
Beaver
Big
saying
up
that.
Elvis.
Yeah, man. Saying Village versus Constant Spring. Talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But go
Um,
ahead though. So you left when
when
you went to Boyston and Constant Spring was
when
still
I
in the
left
Premier League.
Constant Spring, Boys Town came up in the Premier League. I was telling Danny, God rest his soul, the coach said, anytime Boys Town come up, you know, I'll give them a season. You know. Them always laugh it off. I know at that time most of the major league or whatever league Boston was playing, semi-finals, them normally play up a Constant Spring. And my point of duty to watch every single one, you know. None of them miss me. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, know a few of the people them like Bangi and Wheeler them from
Yeah.
them time. So, you know, I said, just bring the team come to Premier League. Now when them eventually come to the Premier League, see, sometime I'm about 30 years old. I said, I have to give Boys Town a season of football. So when them came up, tell the coach, say, listen, I'll give Boys Town a season, you know. And I say, yeah, man, do what you want, man. I say, but I come back there, you know. You know, it's a lady, not really showing no emotion and no, you know, kicking teeth out. Wow, where you going, man? My first season at Boys Town, Kansas Spring got relegated. So,
Yeah.
I stuck at Boys Town now because I not play in a major league. See? So, one season became 5 seasons, in which I won the Jackie Bell again down at Boys Town and the All Island, Flow All Island knockout.
Knockout, yeah.
Yeah. See, even when I went back to Boys Town, my couple, 2 or some months at Boys Town, you know, was a really rough ride for me, you know, because few of the players them never really so accepting of me.
Welcome in.
Yeah, because you come take away game, man. Them time me and Marvin Morgan now. Cause me know Marvin from Liverima. See? So me and Marvin kind of knockheads when we reach down there's 2 older heads and I said, boy, all right, I could do a thing and it take a while for
No,
start
people
get
must understand.
acceptance.
Listen, he's not talking Marvin Morgan, the son.
No,
He's
senior me I talk
senior.
about. Not talk me man. That about his father.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently we had practice one day and we get a ugly tackle against the fence. Real ugly tackle. See? And one of the spectators who knew my parents and my family turned to the guy who tackled me and said, Virgin, here you like yourself, you know, so why you tackling like that? I start but uptown you. I said, nah man, you the born and grow boy, man. You the go school at St. Albans around the side now. We're not dealing, we're not rough him with the tackle himself. And that's how them kind of start accepting me in the thing now. Down a boy stuff.
Yeah.
You see what I say? But it was a rough ride, but me enjoy it and me really, really want to wear the Boys Town colour, brother. Because I tell you, those days, all we know. If we go over there to watch Rowan Palmer play, Donovan Downer, no, Sammy Davis, all them people there. See? It was a joy, man. Just me. So we have to put on the red at some point.
Yeah. Is there anything you look back at your career and say, you know what, maybe if I would have done a whole lot more. I mean, are there any regrets you have or you feel like I could have really accomplished more. I could have gone on to greater things.
No regrets, you know. But me just think that if me did approach it look stronger, maybe I would. Because you know I was never dropped from the national team, right? I left.
Oh, you were not dropped?
No, I left.
Are you want to tell us why would you leave a national team? I
You
mean,
know,
big money.
did you?
Big
Are you
money I
aware?
pay. Big money I pay. Come
No,
on,
don't bother go. Don't go down the line. Don't go down the money line.
give you a
Don't go
boots
down the
to
money line.
national.
Don't go down the money line. Just
Give you a
that is
boots.
why that is why I leave. Because when I left high school,
Yeah.
my first job was with CFC Constructions, which was owned by the Harborview people in Carvel Short. See? So I learned a lot about the construction business and made have a passion for it, even though I play football. So I had sent out a few resumes seeking work in the construction industry. And there was an Italian company that came here to do some government projects with the KPH, Mandeville, and St. Anne's Bay hospitals. And I was offered a job with them. So when I compare what I saw, what they were paying me, compared to what I was getting with the national team, I said I have to make a decision right now, you know. So this was a little bit before the Burtons them started coming in, because I don't know Burton them. You know.
Right, because you actually weren't, you left the
Yeah,
team before.
I left like, I decided to take up the job offer about a month or so before they came in. So I've never played with them, practiced with them or anything. So when the job offer came and I see the figures on the table, I say, you know what? Football have to go easy for them, you know. You know? And me just they call, I was named in a squad after that, and I didn't turn up, and they just never called me back after that.
So you don't think you could have say, listen, Coach Simoes, we get a job offer. The program not paying me. Can you guys match this? Because I really want to play, but I have my family. You understand me? Because maybe if you had said that you could have gone to the World Cup, you were still young.
What I was telling myself was this. I am a fringe player. See? And it was loud, you know, because at one time we heard all David James' name calling.
Okay.
Yeah, at one time we heard all David James' name call and said, boy, them man, they were coming and them man. I was telling myself, say, listen, I'm a reserve player, so to speak. Yeah, I've been around the team a long while, but I'm still a reserve player, a backup player. See?
Yeah.
So when those professionals comes in, the starters have become the backup. So where does that leave the backup? You understand?
Yeah.
So that was where my headspace went. So I said, you know what? I better put pen to paper over this side and guarantee something. And there was an incident in a shell tournament because I play a shell cup team. I play a shell cup right after I came from
under 23.
Under 23.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we got knocked out by Suriname when both goalkeepers got red card. Can you remember that game?
Yeah, man.
There was a game that Luxury and Warrenberg got red card. I think Whitmore went in the goal.
Oh, two Jamaican goalkeeper got red cards?
Yeah. There was a game that a shell cup game. I played in some weird games, you know. Maybe you remember the Phantom goal?
with Walter Boyd?
I played in that game, you know. I played in that World Cup. I played that World Cup qualifier, you know.
It wasn't. Nobody don't see it.
In Barbados, you know. Yeah. I played in that World Cup qualifier also, you know.
Nobody. It's not captured on camera anywhere though the game was being videoed. That goal. Oh, you were in that game?
I played that game.
Did you see the goal?
Yeah, I was on the field.
Oh, because there are persons who said that they did not see two were at the game playing. They know the ball. They know they saw the ball in the back of the net, but they couldn't tell how the goal scored.
So as I tell you, after that tournament,
the Shell Cup where we got knocked out by Suriname.
After that Shell Cup, yeah. We were promised some finance. heading into the tournament. And we don't see my 47 now, I'm still listening.
Okay. I see what you mean.
All we got was the per diem while we were there.
What was per diem during your time? Like $150 a day?
What? Listen, man. I think it was about $25 or $30. You know. That was 1995, 96 from here then.
Okay. And what was you pay like per game?
That was $25 or $30, something like that.
No,
somewhere
man,
between 25
all right, that's
and
per
50
diem.
US.
What were you getting per
game? No, I think it's a per diem.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. No, we don't know about the per game thing. That wasn't part of the setup. We got per diem. We get paid daily while we were in Trinidad playing the tournament.
So
we didn't get a game money or all that. We were promised money after the tournament completed.
Okay, so when like you go to camp, like in those days, right? Because I want people to understand. At the end of the camp, say you had camp for a week or for 5 days, and you're gonna go back to your club to play on the Sunday. So you say you go in camp on Monday, you leave on Friday to go and play. Do you get a little stipend?
Yeah, man, we usually get that thing. You get some stuff. Yeah, man.
Okay. But it just wasn't enough, so you decided to listen,
do
the work.
When the job offer come and I see I compare the figures them, you decide to listen. Whether you use me think with, I just say no.
Yeah.
Because it's not like no when you know you're in a national team and you might get a offer to go here, go on trials and things. It wasn't so prevalent. Okay. So you just play wherever you go and play, and you come home and you wait for the next call to go out again.
All right.
You come like an army.
Yeah.
When I just get into the national team in a 3 year, I stayed on camping.
Yeah, I remember you still.
I usually leave and go work and come back in. Practice in the morning, leave, go work, and come back and even practice.
Oh, yeah. So while you guys were doing the camp, some of you were still working.
Yeah. That was before we moved. When we just get in, we were at 3JR, up park camp.
Yes.
Practice in the morning. I leave and go work. Come back for practice in the evening.
Whoa.
See? Because I was always in a job at some point, always in a job. And then a couple months after, I got a letter to give to my employer stating my reason that I won't be at work. And then it just carry on from there.
Oh, so you had to basically give up your job?
No, man, I didn't give up. No time I give up my job. I give up the national team.
Okay. So listen, all right. So 2 questions, right? Because one is, I mean, looking back at your career, I mean, were you ever presented with an opportunity in the prime of your career to leave Jamaica, leave Constant Spring, and there are opportunities and you didn't take them up? That's one question I want to ask.
All right. No, I didn't get in the prime of my career. No. Later in my career, there was an offer to go to Canada. I was approached sometime I'm around maybe 27, 28. And I said, Bridget, we take try with the younger youths, because at my age, where I go? See? So, other than that, no. When I was in the 80, when I was in the prime, no. The offer comes at the back end of my career. And I said, no, let the younger players them, give the younger players in the opportunity, man. I think they took 3 players from Constant Spring. 3 of the younger players.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was asked, and then I just say, let the younger players then.
Yeah. All right, given your journey, what is your advice to young from your life, your journey in football? What would you say to younger players coming up through the system now? That's one. And secondly, what is your take on the state of football in Jamaica and what can be done, in your opinion, to improve the quality and the standard. So what is your advice to younger players, and what can be done to improve the quality and the standard of Jamaica's football from your perspective?
All right. First thing, you have to love the game. Probably yes, is that old cliche, but you have to love the game. Because if you love the game, you'll appreciate the game. See what I say? And if you want to be where you want to be, you have to put in the time and the effort to be. If you decide to listen, man, football is my thing, devote yourself to it. You can't start this week and then next week you say, boy, chop, I got bonus play from I go drink a glass of rum. Not saying you can't do that, but you have to make sure your primary focus is football. See? Next thing, you want rewards for football. If you don't intend and putting in the effort to get the reward, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And apart from that, when you do get the reward, what do you do to maintain it? You can't be a quote unquote professional player and you leave the shores of Jamaica playing at, let's say, 60% level, and you come back here after you say you go pro and you're still at 60%. You don't achieve nothing for yourself. You have to try to be better than the day before. I'm thinking that's the issue with most of these players. No, but me give them a hard ride, because guess what? You get the opportunity. Take the opportunity. Accept it. You see? Embody it. Go out. Make yourself better. When you come back to represent the black, green, and gold, make us see a difference before you leave. You see what I'm saying? Make us see the difference. Don't come back here with at the same level where you leave. I'm gonna find that with most of them. The only difference is that them have probably have more energy. The basics of the football never change. Movements, the body position, body balance, it don't change. So irrespective of what you build around that, the basics don't change. So whenever you feel lost your way, just try to find the basics. You see? It's like we said, we're professional players now. So when you come back to Jamaica, we're gonna treat it like such a this is nothing kind of this a feed me. Where's the pride? When you get back the pride, then you will get back the performance. One of the worst things for me was to see when Jermaine Beckford come represent the black, green, and gold. You can never forget it. Then take him off of the field and make a change. The man take out the Jamaican national team shirt and throw it on the stadium turf and walk away. And I see this player playing for Everton, and he has never given a performance to Jamaica like when he for Everton. Why? When you come here, show we say you want to be here or you want to play here. Burton did it, Hall did it, Simpson did it. Other people can do it. And that's my issue with the nucleus now. I feel them here for the football or for Jamaica. They must here for maybe, put a tick on the resume. I not feel it. That's why I knock them so hard. Even our players that leave here and go come back and let them come back with that same mentality. You work so hard to get there. Here is what propelled you to get there. But when you come back here, you give a mediocre performance. We can blame the coaches them for everything. We can blame the federation for everything. And yes, rightfully they're supposed to get blamed. But when you go out on the field, give us the spectators something to defend you. You understand what I'm saying? Just give us the spectators something to defend you. Because you are the person where sell our product. And if you go out there and don't market it well, how can we defend you? See? Well, the federation now pay me the money. But you go out there, you get 5 love. Who it help? Go out there and grind out a performance and dig out a performance. I would say, yeah man, them youth deserve what them to get, you know. And I could try another channel to facilitate, you know. But when you come out here and pretend like when you don't care and make mediocre decisions on the field, me can subscribe to that. I will never subscribe to that. Yeah. Usually injured and hide it. Just for play. Ask any one of my conscience playing friends them. Teammates them. High school teammates them. Even on a boys town. I they are training almost every day. All of them injured. All of them injured. I'm not everybody going to be like me. But that's better show you how me approach it. Other people approach it different. But if you want the result or you want the people them to support you, give you something we can feed off of. Because what we get from them youth now, it don't look good. It don't look good. And we can blame everybody around them, federation, coach, this, that. It's the buck stop with the players them. Because you yourself the product. Market yourself. Go out there and take charge of some games and win some games and make people see you. 98 campaign, it never started all rosy. It wasn't perfect. See? But we encourage people to come on board by winning games. You see what I say? And I just that's my say, me can't knock them because each man have his own priorities. You see what I say? But just when you put on the color, try a different approach. And just that.
Very, 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 very solid point you're making, you know. It sometimes, no matter, like I said, what happen administratively, good or bad, when you're out there, you have to put in such a performance that the fans and the spectators can advocate for you as players. And if the players do that, then it doesn't matter. You know, once you see it, in terms of the performance, especially like I said, if you leave Jamaica, you get the opportunity to go away and play. When you come back, there must be some difference in your game.
Mm-hmm.
We have to see it. You can't work so hard. I like that. You can't work so hard to get there and then be mediocre when you come back here. We have to see changes and better.
You look like a joker.
Yeah.
You look like a joker.
Yeah.
And you see, in my development, you see Ken Matthews and D&G minor league play a big part in most of us in our time football development.
Yeah. And I think
when you take out that out of the Jamaican football curriculum now, how players develop.
Yeah, I think that's something we have to do across Jamaica. We need to get back that under 14 and under 16 competition. Some way or the other, we have to find a way to get it back going in this generation, because some of the like I said, the principles of the game, the rudiments of the game are not being developed. I'm gonna
don't develop that little competitiveness in your Virgin, because a joy for me was me and Ligo. See, me and Barnes play minor league together. You know the drive me get when me play JC just to beat Ligo. You know the drive me get to beat Bulmas just to beat Barnes. See what I say? Something that push me.
Yeah.
Something that push me. No, when you don't have that now. What push you? What drive you? Interfarm? No, that can't happen. See? Yeah, right. You got minor league. You have Wagga. Wagga teach you what him can teach you. Good? When you come Manning Cup, you have Frank Brown. You get a different teaching. So you take what Wagga do, expand it with what Frank Brown give. So I say, so that's a part of your development. But when you don't have no development at all, you come a Manning Cup as a rookie.
Yeah.
That is the top schoolboy league in the country. And you come there so as a rookie because you have no development between under 14 and under 16.
Let me tell you what, I'm going to give you, because you're so right. I think we have to, like I said, we have to find a way across Jamaica to be playing football at under 14 and under 16. I'm going to tell you a good thing, right? So they have prep school, a little prep school league going on. And I went to a game and I saw a team with 25 players because it's prep school. And it's a 9-a-side. And only 12 of the 25 players play. All right, though the team won by 3. And I said to the coach, listen, one of the problems we also have in the football is that we coach and we play to win from the youngest ages, not to develop. So you'll rather not play. Watch this. 13 of the players, because you want to win.
So who's behind, stay behind.
So exactly. So they are not going to develop because you're going to keep playing the same 13 player at the under 12 level. At the under 12. So part of what we need to do is to make the game more about learning at the earlier stages. And then when you get to the under 20 level, you can more focus on winning. But at under 12, under 40, it must be about development and not winning.
We have skip development and we have substitute development for winning.
Yeah, and that is why in the States, when you go to the little leagues that they have, they make multiple changes. They can go on and come off, go on and come off. For them, a lot of time, the score line doesn't matter. They always talk about that. Are the players being developed? And you need play time to develop. And I think that's something we have to get in our culture as it relates to football, because we coach at every single level to win, and we win at any cost, even if it means using the same 9 players for the 10 games in the competition. We will do that. And this is under 12 and those things, but very good conversation, Fabian. Really enjoy the time with you. I just want to give you time. I don't know if there's anything you want to add, anything you want to big up, anybody you want to large up, anyone, you understand me, anyone you talk to, but you want to send anything you want to add, anything that you may have left out in terms of details. I'm going to give you some time to do that. Hold on a sec. Let me just, Elvis Hart is asking if you played for Constant Spring beach team in 2005.
Elvis, leave me alone, man. Football play on beach. Elvis have a real KC friends to do that.
Elvis was a beach keeper, right? Like he loved the beach football,
Elvis keep our lime glasses, I mix up Elvis with Elvis from KC with Elvis Hart from Village. Sorry, Elvis. Sorry. Elvis, I keep beach football and wear all them glasses, man.
Yeah, man. But go ahead. I mean, your time, and then we'll close.
Me have to big up my Constant Spring Masters group, because I don't mention them from a community right there. Them are murder me, star. But guess what? I just say it go. Usually all you forget certain things. Yeah, man, but as I say, the Lynn brothers, them soul rest in peace, because them have whole life to do with my development as a youngster. Same goes to Mr. David Hunt. Can rest in peace also, the great Wagga. And Mr. Frank Brown, can't left him out. Man is like a father to me, brother. During the days when it's tough, I could have called him. Even when I play Premier League, I could have called up and coach and the coach. Now go right, What me can do for make it go right. What me can do for fix it, make the game better. Always, never short of advice, brother. All the people along the way during my career, Busy Campbell and them people, So Carl Brown, they helped me through my times, Andrew Price, still have to give him a shout out, big and loud, but that's how it got. Yeah, man, I'm a Constant Spring family, I'm an Excelsior family, man. Always stand by me no matter what,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And all of me people I'm war with in my time. See what I say? All of my football warriors, them where me and them battle together and battle against, man. Pick up everybody. Appreciate the link, Mr. Manning.
Yeah, man, the final question for me to you is that when did you stop following Arsenal and choose to support Liverpool?
When Barnes leave Watford, when John Barnes left Watford, I'm going
Yeah. Somebody said Alfred. They said our host music says Alfred Henry. You and then
Yeah,
Juvenile.
man. Freddie, trust me, Freddie is a real youth person, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, man.
Hard for we, man. Him hard for we, but you say, I feel better than all of it. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Bless
Yeah,
up,
man.
Freddie.
Yeah, man. Listen, Fabian, I want to thank you again for the time. I'm so glad that it has been a while, you know. So I'm glad that you finally came out and kind of shared your story. So many things. I mean, you won at the schoolboy level, won some things at the Premier League level, represented your country, which is always the highlight of someone's career, you know. Unfortunately, like I said, you had to make a tough decision: work or national team football, you know. And many others had to make that decision. And the question is always this: what if financial incentives were in the national program at that time? What would have happened to people's career? But we'll never know. But it's not like it's a wasted career, because we have to be satisfied with where we are, what we have accomplished, and know that we gave it our all. And like the advice that you give about players must have a passion and a love for the game, and the need to consistently and constantly work hard. And I can admit that, I mean, you never miss constant spring training. I mean, and like I said, probably it was a culture of constant spring that players would play injured no matter what. I see players like you, Dean Sewell, I mean, so many, Lincoln Tough, I mean, Marvin Chin, I can call names. I see Moses, I see Charlie, I see Chippy, I mean, so many of you, Patrick, I mean, play with injuries and stuff, because the crest and the club meant, so much to you and the community that you represented. So big kudos to you for all of that. And again, thank you so much. I really appreciate the time and appreciate the conversation with you this morning.
Respect and thanks for your time, man. Good.
Yeah, man. All right. So blessings. I mean, take care. You don't know. We'll talk. Constant Spring Masters is probably right now the top Masters team in Jamaica. You understand me? I don't know. No, you understand me? For the last
I
couple
set
of
you up
seasons.
again. Don't set me up,
No, man.
Don't set me
When
up.
last Constant Spring lose the Masters, man?
Yeah. Listen, man. It get tough every time I say that, Remember, I get cool life a day,
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But respect again, and thanks so much for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, cool.
All right, then, blessings. All right, so there you go, people. Fabian Watkins of Constant Spring, Excelsior, spent the back end of his career at Boystown. So some of you may know him from there. Also played at Medhaven, um, played midfield, played center half, played wing back, represented the national team. And inspiring stories, just hearing how a player can move through the ranks by determination and dedication. And sometimes the truth is, football in our country presents us with tough choices. Do I work or do I play the sport? Do I attend school or do I play the sport? And many, because of the difficulties in our nation and the need to provide for our families and our friends, end up choosing work. And that sometimes limit our ability to maximize our professional career, right? And so people still asking what size boots he wear. I was told 13. Some people said 12. I don't know. When you see him again, you need to check. You need to check it out. But again, big thank you to everyone for tuning in for the duration of this program today. If you have not yet, please ensure that you hit the like button, right? So that when Fabian and his family watch back the video, he can see several likes, up to 100 likes on it. I know the discussion is so fruitful at times, you don't even have time to do it. So before you close out, hit the like button Thanks to all our sponsors, to Launch Legacy. Launch Legacy is where they handle risk and seek legacy. So for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA, visit them at launchlegacy.com or call or text 647-989-0782. Also, Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it most. Give them a call at 876-884-7390. They will give you a loan of up to 100,000 Jamaican dollars, no processing fee, same day processing, and 0 to 4% interest rate. Again, thanks to every person who made a comment, every person you may have watched and you never commented. Thank you so much to all the moderators who operate and help me on the channel. Thank you so much. We ask you to hit the like button, subscribe, get someone else to subscribe so we can hit the 3,000 subscriber mark. Also, share the content with others. You have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Join us at 8:30 this evening when we'll have Lee Croft Letman sharing his journey. Cornwall College standout coach down there in Western Jamaica, oversees the JFF coaching program out there. Played in the Premier League as well and is a Premier League champion. So, yeah. Let's see. We'll hear from him this evening. So join us then. That's 8:30 this evening. I am Manning's Man, and thank you for watching I Am Sure Sports.